Well, got a video for y'all today, and I'm on a boat, but I still got some work to do. Got to talk about the Dolphins real quick, the state of the Dolphins. So I'm gonna give you a little quick preview of the room, and then we gonna get into some doggone business talking about this team because we trash. All right, so here we go. Ooh, real quick, that's the room, right? We got a little suite. Ooh, nice. And then out here, we got a nice extended balcony. There goes wifey. You want to say hi to Dolphins United?
Hey, Dolphins United.
All righty. All right, and then, we got a little view. We in the front of the boat. Extended balcony. And, it's pretty cool. Not bad. But let's go ahead and get into this doggone video. Yo, welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me, boy, we back. Like I told y'all, I'm on a boat. All right, we about to have some vacation, getting away from the stank of the Dolphins. Because, boy, I needs me a little break from them. All right, so, and when I come back, I'll get to see them on national television again. All right, and anyway, enough talk about that. I want to go ahead and talk to y'all real quick, and I'm sorry if you get some wind. I wanted to do this out on the balcony, so if there's wind, I apologize in advance. If it don't sound as good as it should, I do have my mic with me. I apologize in advance as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the video. I wanted to real quick talk about this doggone team and our best case scenario at making something of this season, because it's not over. And there's plenty of time left. There's plenty of things that we could do in this season to turn things around. It's possible. I don't know if it's probable, but is it possible? Yes, it is. All right, it is. And while turning this season around isn't probably the best thing for us, because a reset would really be the best thing for us at this point in the fans' minds, more than likely. While that is what we would rather have, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's exactly what's going to happen. Let's say we've already started out 0-3. Best case scenario. Let's say, save for the Chargers, we rattle off the next 6, right? Well, we go 5-1. All right, save for the Chargers. I don't think we're beating them. So we go 5-1 over the next 6 games. We are now at that point 5-4. Okay, so we go 5-4 over the next over that amount of games, and then we have 8 games left, and over the last 8, let's say we go 4-4. For example, no, let's not do 4-4. Let's say we go 5-3 over the last 8. We end up 10-7. We creep into the wild card, and we somehow beat the odds, making the wild card after starting out 0-3. And we get there and we win. Let's say we win the wild card game against whoever it is. I don't know, right? Let's just say we win that game. How much did that really change with the Miami Dolphins? See, that's the question, right? Like, yes, during the season, that means that we've turned things around. That means Tua started playing better. That means the defense, finally found some type of stride, and we were able to put together a nice little win streak. Also finishing out the season strong enough to get ourselves into the playoffs. Not only getting into the playoffs, but winning the wild card game and then losing in the next round. Does that save McDaniel's job? Yes. Does that save Tua's job? Yes. Does that save Greer's job? I don't know. Greer, I don't know if that saves his job or not, but it saves McDaniel more than likely, depending on how bad we get beat in the second round of the playoffs. And it more likely, once again, saves Tua's job. Tua can't really go nowhere unless he's traded because we owe him a lot of money next year. So, we, right, would end up coming back next year with the same squad after they burned us at the beginning of the year but made up for it by winning a playoff game. How much, best case scenario, 10-7, we make the wild card, we win a wild card game and then we get kicked out the playoffs. To me, best case scenario, how much has this team changed and how much confidence should we have in this team moving forward after that? I'm here to tell you, not much. Not much. Here's the problem. No matter if we rattle off the rest of the season winning out, going 14-3, or we go 10-7, okay? None of that matters. Tua is still Tua. If Tua can't get arm strength enough to throw off-platform passes to Tyreek Hill downfield another 15 to 20 yards, that's not going to help us. If Tua can't, out of nowhere, go from a 5-flat 40 to a 4-6 respectable 40, it's not going to help us. If Tua can't become an improv, right? Quarterback where he's making plays out of the pocket on a consistent basis, it's not going to help us. If the offensive line can't, get themselves a lot better, because we've won in seasons without having a really good offensive line. So if the offensive line doesn't all of a sudden look like an all-pro offensive line, it ain't going to help us. What am I saying? I'm saying that no matter what happens this season, we need changes. Maybe not McDaniel, but definitely Tua. Because it only takes a matter of time before we're right back here again. Let's say, once again, we run off 14, next 14 games, and we're the first seed in the playoffs, and we make it out the first round, out the second round to the conference championship, and we lose, for example, right? Next year, we can't be thinking that we about to come back to that same spot because we still have Tua, right? If Tua doesn't turn into a different quarterback, then we can't say that with confidence that we have our guy. We can't, because we've seen Tua now in these moments falter. So what's to say it won't happen again? What's to say that? What's to say they won't say on defense, hey, we're going to take away what they started doing better now and now force them to do something that we know Tua can't do, right? Because if we turn the season around, that means we found a formula that works that the defense hasn't caught up to yet. Again, now, once they find out how to catch up with that, and it'll probably be in the playoffs, then what then, right? What do we do then? Because Tua's still capping us. Here's the problem with Tua. It's not that Tua's the worst quarterback in the world. It's not like Tua's trash for real, like he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league overall. That's not the case. Here's the problem. When things break down, when there's no play there, can you make one out of nothing? Tua has not shown the ability to do that. Why? Because Tua cannot do that. Jalen Hurts can. Joe Burrow can. Justin Herbert can. Lamar Jackson can. Of course, Josh Allen can. Of course, Drake May can. Of course, Baker Mayfield, who I just saw yesterday do it, can. Aaron Rodgers still can. All right, I can rattle off a lot of quarterbacks. Kyler Murray can. I can rattle off a lot of quarterbacks. Look, Tua is a good quarterback. That's not a doubt. He's accurate. He's not poised. I wish he was, but he's not. He's accurate. Good pocket presence most of the time. Great anticipation. And up until recently, was making mistakes in bunches. Like he would have games with multiple interceptions, but it wasn't a lot of games. Now, they've decided that they're going to shut whatever Tua's good at down. and it's been working. If we turn this thing around, don't hope on something that ain't there. If the Dolphins find their way into the playoffs and they win the first wild card game, don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm going to do my best not to drink it as well. Because I know we come back next year when the defenses have figured out this new thing. If we were to run the table, for example, we're going to be back here again. It'll be right back to finding out if Tua really is that dude or not. That's a problem. It really is. So y'all, please, all right, and that's why I'm doing this video now, because I don't want to do it later, and then now all of a sudden I'm coming out of nowhere. We're 0-3 right now. If we somehow run the table enough to make it to a wild card spot, meaning we're 10-7 or better, don't drink the Kool-Aid on Tua. I don't care if he's the MVP at that point. We know Tua's limitations. Can they mask him? Yes. But are they going anywhere? Absolutely not. And they're not going to be able, the Dolphins, to win sustainably deep into the playoffs with what we've seen out of Tua so far. That's all I wanted to say. Wanted to go ahead and drop that on y'all spirits real quick. Let that marinate for a little bit. It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow because I myself was a Tua diehard, and I am no longer a Tua diehard. I'm over here with TD, right? Like I'm on that end with it now because I've seen the light. I see Tua ain't it. He ain't it. And no matter what he does this season, I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid because I know he's burned me already. He can burn me again because his deficiencies cannot be upgraded without him turning into a whole different quarterback, man. I mean, like giving him a new arm and new legs, right? That's not happening. So it is what it is. We have a successful season. That's cool. That's good. He finally won a playoff game for us. You know, I'm not saying put his jersey in the Raptors for that, but that's commendable, right? And he'll live on as the quarterback that finally broke that spell. But should he be the long-term quarterback? Heck no. Absolutely not. Tua got to go. Once we're done paying him his guaranteed money, we've got to be willing to move on and be brave enough to do it because we need a quarterback that when things break down, we can count on. Because Tua is not that guy. And if you say he is, show me proof. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. I am out. And I will see y'all when I get back home. I'm going to enjoy my vacation. Love y'all.